G'day and welcome back to another gas walkthrough. Today we're looking at July 16th, 2025's Sudoku by Clover. Clover is one of our setters here at Gas HQ. So my name is Bill Murphy. G'day, how y'all doing? This is yet another killer Sudoku from Clover. I'm absolutely delighted to bring this one to you. I think it's an absolute blast of a puzzle, and also a little spicy. We are Gas Genuinely Approachable Sudoku. We create sets of genuinely approachable Sudoku for you, the person watching this. You'll find the link to today's puzzle in the description down below. You will also find hat times, 2 hats for a very fast time, 1 hat for a pretty fast time, and everyone gets a dinosaur because we love you all equally. That being said, I'm going to get into it now. Let's do it. So, normal Sudoku rules apply. Each box, row, that's a row, this is a box, and column must contain the digits 1 to 9 once each. Now, digits in cages do not repeat and must sum to the indicated totals. So, 9 and 9 and 5 would not work. That's it. That's all you need to know to solve this one. I'm going to get going now. Let's do it. So, we have 2 6 cages, which need to be 1, 2, 3. This 7 cage needs to be 1, 2, 4, because that's the only way you can make 7 in 3 digits. 24 cage needs to be 7, 8, 9, and the 23 cage needs to be 6, 8, 9. That is basically all the gimmies in this puzzle. Cool. Let's get going on the real puzzle proper now. Now, this cell with a 1, 2, 3 triple in there has to be a 4, taking 4 out of those 2 cells. Lowest this can be is 3 and 4. Take 4 out of there. Okay. Now, this is a 6, 7, 8, 9 quadruple. I can do a little bit more over here. I'm not going to just yet. This is a 6, 7, 8, 9 quadruple, meaning these 5 cells are forced to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How do I make an 18 out of those? This has to be a 4 and a 5, and that's 9. That is the absolute maximum I can put in any of those. Now, 9 is forced to be in one of those 2 cells, meaning it cannot be in those cells, so it has to be a 9. This 7, 8 pair bounces back, and forces this to be an 8. We can take the 9 out of these 2 cells, put the 9 down here, take the 9 out of those 2 cells, put the 9 over here. Now, this is, 6, 8 pair is actually going to do even more work. That's 7, that's 8. Now, this is 1, 2, 3. Now, what is this? This cannot be 3. Yeah, I'm doing the math there. Oh no, it can't be 3. What am I saying? All right, let's go back up here. Do I? Hang on. 7, 8 pair over here means that this cannot be 8, it has to be 6. This is now a 5. Now, this is a 3, 7 pair. Hey, I was right, it couldn't be a 3. Now, meaning, okay, what is this cell limited to? So it has to have a 3. If it's 3 and 1, this is a 7. If it's 3 and 2, it's a 6. Cool. Alright. Is there anything else I can do before I have to crunch my way through the top of this bit? 1 and 2 over here, meaning that has to be the 3. And that's a 1, 2 pair. Okay, I think that's it. Now I think I actually have to work on that 8 cage. Hang on. That's a 1, 2, 3. This is a 4, 5, 6. That 4 is going to take the 4 out of there, put the 4 down there. I swear I'm coming back to that 8 and the 9 in a minute. Or am I? Lowest that can be is a 4 and a 5, or a 4 and a 6. So, that's definitely going to have a 4. And that is actually a 1, 2 pair. Okay. Do I know anything else? Sorry, I wasn't expecting to get that far with just... Oh, wait, maybe. I'm not done yet. That's a 9. Where does 7 go in box 2? 7 can't go in that cell via Sudoku, so it's in one of those 3 cells, and it can't go in a 8 cage because the lowest 3 cells can add to is 10 if it has a 7, so that's a 7 right there. This is not. I don't think this is how I meant to go about it. What I do know for sure is that's not a 1, but I'm trying not to use that logic here. Why do I know that's not a 1? Is because I know that this cage needs a 1, and 3 cells making 8 definitely need a 1. So I know that the 1 in this row and the 1 in this row are taken up by those 2 cages, meaning I can place all the 1s in this puzzle. I think I can place most of the 1s in this puzzle. Yeah. Alright. I don't think we've talked about X-Wings before. Have we talked about X-Wings before? I'm gonna use it because I've done so much of this puzzle without it that I think it's fair game today. What do I mean by an X-Wing? So, where do we know that the ones are in rows 1 and 2? We know that 1 has to be in one of those cages, and we know 1 has to be in one of those cages. If we place a 1 here, it means that 1 has to go in one of those 2 cells, and that means that the lowest these 3 cells can be is 2, 3, 4, which makes 9. So we know that that can never be a 1. This is the 1. That's a 2. I can take the 2 out of here. Now, when I put the 1 in here, 1 can't go in one of those cells, so 1 has to go here, which takes the 1 out of here, puts the 1 down there. Now, that I've got 1 in this box, this must be 2, 3, 4. I'll put the 4 over there. This is a 2, 3. Now, I can take the 1 out of here. I don't know that it absolutely belongs in that. Now, once I've got the 1 in here, and this 2 means that this can never be 2 and 5, so it must be 3 and 4. 4 here, going to tell me which way around that goes. 5 and 4, take 3 out here, that's a 3. Now that I know that I have the 3 here, this can never be 1, 3, 4, so it must be 1, 2, 5. This is 2 now, that's very interesting. This can never be a 5. Now, saw something. Where did I see it? Oh, 1. 1 in this 8 cage has to go there. That's a 2, that's a 1. This can only be 2, 5, so it must be 3, 4. We know how most of those go now. 1, 2, 7, 3, 1, 2, 6. Take 6 out of there. 3, 2. Okay, that can only be a 2, so that's a 2. 3, 2, 1, 3. That's a 4. 5, 1. I've nearly done all the killer cages. I just decided to explain X-Wings halfway through this puzzle. Alright. Where does the 4 go in that box? 4 goes there. 6, 7, 8. Alright, what don't I have? 3 in that box. That's a 7 and an 8. That's a 7. 8, 7. 5. This is a 6 and an 8. 7, 6, 8, 9. That's a 9 and a 6. 9. Yeah, 9, 5. Oh, I panicked for a second there. This is a 6, which bounces back. 5 and 8. 6, 7. Last digit there. 8, 5, 8, 9, and 5. Woo! Spicy one today. That has been July 16th, 2025's Killer Sudoku by Clover. My name is still Bill Murphy, wherever you are in the world. I hope you have an amazing rest of your day, and I will catch you next time. Bye!